This episode of Trips to the Store has been brought to you with the help of viewers like you. Transmissions wouldn't be the show it is today if it wasn't for all of your support. Join our Patreon today at transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the awesome Transformer stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check that out at our website, transmissionspodcast.com. We do 2 shows every week. Every Wednesday is Transmissions, a show all about Transformers toys and merchandise, and of course, Trips to the Store is part of that. Then every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers comics and media. And this week we're doing a classic review of an IDW Beast Wars comic. So not the current Beast Wars. This is an much older Beast Wars comic, and it's a little bit different, but we'll talk about it. We'll get there. Just stay tuned for Alt Mode. Of course, we've also got our bi-weekly Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. You can listen to that every other Monday. And then whenever we get around to it, we got Transmissions Extra. Those come out very sporadically, but there might be some new shows getting added to the lineup in the coming soon. We've got Darryl's Let's Talk Transformers. That's become a bi-weekly tradition in the last few months here. So maybe that'll become a permanent part of the rotation. So lots of stuff to come. But yeah, we've got transmissionspodcast.com/subscribe. That's where you can get all of our podcasts there. So take a look. If you want to support Transmissions, if you want to support Transmissions, you can become a Donatreon and support us on Patreon or PayPal. Just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that's where you can sign up and you get some goodies along with that, depending on the level you sign up. Another way to help us would be to buy some merchandise from our TeePublic store, and that's at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. You can buy lots of Transmissions merchandise there, like, cool Transmissions shirts, see what we got here. But anything from TeePublic that you buy, yeah, there we go. Darryl's a podcaster in disguise there. So anything you buy from TeePublic through our link will help out the show. So it doesn't even have to be Transmissions merchandise, but any TeePublic merchandise you buy through transmissionspodcast.com/shop will help us out. So that's how you can do that. Okay, let's.
So we sell kids apparel. I've heard rumors of these kids apparels, and I've not seen any kids apparels.
My kid has a Transformer shirt just like the one Charles is wearing, but much smaller.
Oh, would we have any kids jammies?
No, there's a onesie sitting upstairs that I'm meaning to mail to you. It's probably gonna be too small by the time he gets there.
I was wondering about that. I was like, I think he might be too big now. Interesting.
I'll just you can have another baby.
You can make another. You make a new one. It's your turn. Charles, you're up.
All right. Well, let's talk about stuff we got this week. I do not have anything new this week, but this is something from TFCon. I picked this up. I got it actually from Darryl. It's actually not mine, but I'm kind of just the courier for Darryl. And this is for
this thing.
I haven't gotten a chance to meet up with our good friend Jimmers of distortionproductions.com. He's awesome rocker, music producer, friend of the show. And Darryl picked up the Transformers 2019 #1, the metal variant cover. So I got to deliver this to Jimmers. Jimmers, if you're watching, I've got it. I'm gonna get it to you. Just we got to meet up, maybe downtown one day for lunch, and I'll hand this over to you. But yeah, this is a cool. It's a cool. Takes me back to the '90s when we had the foil variants. But looks is pretty substantial, and it's actually numbered. This is number 65 of 750. So
Wow.
it's a pretty pretty nice book. Jimmers is, I think he's collecting all the IDW Transformers covers. He's trying to get every single one, so this will add to his collection. So but yeah,
I bought one of those for myself too, and you've never been more scared when you're trying to open the cover, because it's only the front cover that's metal, and it's like glued to the regular front cover, so it's way more heavy than the rest of it. So if you make one misstep, you're tearing it, and it's I was terrified opening this book up.
I wonder if you get that graded, would it be a 10 because there's no real way to damage?
You'd think, yeah. It's got to be a 9.8. Yeah. Although if it's got a scratch on it or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a cool curio for any kind of collection.
Yeah, definitely. So, Jimmers, I'll get it to you. So you'll get it soon. It's coming to you soon. All right, that's all I got. So, Jeremy, you're up next.
All right. I was in Target this afternoon, actually, getting some stuff, and I happened across the Transformers section, and I got a Transformer, but I also was getting some dog treats, and I saw this, and I couldn't not get this. This is a Optimus Prime dog toy. It squeaks. It's got like a plastic bottle in there. It crinkles. And my dog does not play with toys, but it was still an excuse to get this little Optimus Prime. So,
yep.
It's for the dog, honey. It's really for the dog.
The kid says we just need to cover it in peanut butter, and then the dog will play with it. And
yep.
It was only $10, but I'm not going to do that. But what I did get in the Transformers aisle was something I've been wanting to get for a while, and finally got him. This is Legacy Blaster.
Oh, nice.
He is a lot of fun. Transformation is a little bit of a pain, in my opinion, where the leg comes across the arm on his right arm. It's not as easy to kind of click into place as it is on the left side. But other than that, I mean, he looks good. Yeah, he has eject, the translucent eject. So I think he looks really good. No real complaints, and this is the legacy version. So yeah, I guess one complaint, he's really small. Blaster needs to be really big, but whatever. So that is what I got.
Cool. All right, Darryl, you're up next. You're taking the position as always.
I got my anchor position back. Yeah. So the one thing I've got is one thing I've shown off before, but the other thing is something that you got me from TFCon. So I've got my my deluxe Run Amok, and I was really happy to get this thing, and I've kept it sealed because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And then you were able to pick me up Runabout. So I've got my deluxe Runabout now, and so now I've got the two little Bash brothers to kind of put together, combine. Like, they don't really combine, but they're just put them side by side, and they look great. The card art, the box art is identical. They just kind of changed it up, and that's fine. I don't mind that at all. The Run Amok, the Runabout is an exclusive, so I don't expect them to do a lot of work to just make an exclusive. They just make the color changes on the box and then package them up. So I was really happy.
Are Rimps anywhere?
Nope. But yeah, he looks great, and I like the black and red color palette more than the white and gold, I guess. Yeah. But the big purchase for this week, I had pre-ordered this, and and decided I was gonna skip it. So I pre-ordered it, and I got the call saying it came in. And at the time, I decided I don't think I'm gonna pick this thing up. I'm kind of hesitant on it, and then I was at the comic book shop, and they got some in. So I'm like, I started looking at the box and thinking, oh, well, if I can get it with my my work points, then I'll do it. So I did. Legacy Motormaster.
Mm.
Wow.
And you've been worried about this guy.
This has been a big worry for me. So on TFW 2005, there is a thread detailing the lot numbers that you can find for this figure. So if you turn the box around, there is a little
why it's important.
There's a little So there's a little number stamped into the box right there, and you'll never get it, on the camera here. So just look at your box, or look at the boxes when you are looking to buy this thing. And the box I got is dented. It doesn't make a difference. It's the figure is actually kept about the middle, so it's not a big deal. But so I looked at the lot number on this thing, compared it to the thread, and the thread said this particular lot number had no yellowing, and that was the big concern. So there's a bunch of these figures that are showing up, and they're yellowed out of the box, and that is a big problem. So I have been pretty vocal on Twitter. You guys know what Twitter is? It's a social media. No, okay.
I think so. Is that why you have that funny name under your?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's I've been trying to, make people aware that this is happening. And only recently I was made aware of this thread on TFW that was helping people out. So by getting a confirmation or semi-confirmation that this lot number that I was looking at was in the good pile, I said, okay, I'm going to get this thing. So I did, and I got it home, and it's good. So so there's no yellowing in on mine, and it looks pretty good. The only thing, and this is another thing that's pretty common with this guy, is that you can see kind of here. I'll just take his arm off right now just to work with it, but if I can, there we go. So you can see kind of right here that the wheels don't kind of sit flush. And that's just the way they are. They are crooked. So you see them there? That's a very common problem with this figure. And it can be fixed with heat and that kind of stuff. But this is like small potatoes by comparison to the yellowing.
Yeah.
So I was very happy that this was the only thing that I had to deal with. But some people are getting them and it's like really super warped and they've been able to fix it. It's not a big deal. But if you got one and it's yellowed, you're kind of shit out of luck. You gotta kind of work with it. You can't really do anything with it. I know that
does Hasbro customer support do anything?
Hasbro customer support is reaching out to people who want assistance. Now they, with regards to Hasbro customer assistance, they are going to attempt to replace your figure. That being said, getting a Commander Class figure replaced, it may not be with a Commander Class Motormaster. You may end up getting a Rodimus or something else of equal or lesser value. So you might get a Motormaster back, which would be ideal, and that is their plan going into this. But you may end up getting Rodimus. You may end up getting, 2 Voyagers and a Deluxe. You may end up getting they're gonna get you your value back to you, but it may not be what you wanted. So know that going in. If you're really unsatisfied with what you've got, like if you open this thing and it was bumblebee yellow, then perhaps contact them. If you can deal with what you've gotten, then deal with it. But roll the dice and contact Hasbro if you've gotten one that you're not happy with. they're going to help you as much as they can, but sometimes they don't have the stock to fix it. Now the main issue is the yellowing, and that is because of the plastic composition. And we talked about this before on one of the shows. Jeremy asked the question with regards to the last stream, or the last product reveal roundtable, and it's, they know about it. They are trying to deal with it, and this is the biggest figure that they've had come out so far that has had the issue of yellowing. And it has basically to do with the fact that the parts used to build the figures sit in a bin of parts, and they'll some of them have to sit on top of the pile while, overnight, kind of thing, and they sit there while they overnight, while the lights are shining on these bins of parts, and they go yellow.
Also, I think the plastic might be a little bit different, and they haven't been able to do the on-site inspections.
And that's it. That's the chemical composition of the plastic is different. And that's why they're yellowing so quickly. So it's a combination of a couple things, but they are looking into it. It's just unfortunate that these are yellowing so quickly. So know that going into it. I know for me, this was a full-on, roll of the dice. I used all the tools at my disposal to figure out, the best chances for getting a clean one. And now, I lucked out, but there are a lot of people out there that are not. And I really feel for those people. My biggest concern, I've mentioned it numerous times on the show, is that Victory Saber is going to be yellow. So that's my main concern. But luckily, I've been okay. This figure is great. I haven't actually opened my drag strip yet, but yeah, the joints on him are fantastic. You can hear the joints here. They are really nice and strong. I'm quite happy with the posability. The Motormaster figure inside here is really nice. He's really posable. So I'm really happy with him, and there's no issues, no points of concern at all with Motormaster. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with him. There are already, I believe I've seen 2 add-on sets for, Menasor already in production. One to make the sword bigger, or to give him a whole new sword, because this is like puny, and another one to give him a better gun. So, and there's a bunch of other little pieces that you could kind of do just to kind of improve the figure altogether. But yeah, this is kind of the new way they're doing things, and it looks good. It's just it's unfortunate that the first one has kind of come out and has all these these negatives against it. So yeah, know this stuff going in, and look on TFW for that thread if you are looking to buy one, because it's expensive. This was almost $130 Canadian to get, and I'm lucky I had the work points to get it, or else I would be super pissed if I had paid that money and it was yellow.
Wow. Well, thanks for the comprehensive breakdown on Motormaster and Menasor. So
yeah,
and yeah, maybe if you can share that thread on TFW, maybe we'll put that in the show notes so people can get informed
for sure,
as to what lot they want to, for the figure they want to get there. So, but that will do it for this episode of Trips to the Store. Thanks everyone for watching. Again, if you'd like to help support the show, you can become a donatron and just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That's where you can sign up either on Patreon or PayPal, help out the show. If you'd like to leave us feedback, you can go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. You can leave us voicemails, send us emails, contact us on social media, leave comments right below in this YouTube video if you want, and let us know what you think of the show. And we like getting feedback.
We have episode 500 next week, and we would love to hear people's comments to plug into that show.
Definitely, yeah. So help us celebrate this milestone in style. So it's coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.